I've never seen nobody parole, a life or parole from a level 4. I've never seen it happen.
And this is one of the reasons that we targeted level 4 prisons to start the program, because there's a gap. It makes a difference whether you have access to programs and whether you're in an environment where programming is actually okay. And he talked about the politics. Some of the politics dictate that he couldn't go to a program. You're not allowed. It could be there, but you can't go. People from this group, people this race, this group, this color, can't go. But we wanted to break that up if we could.
Before I started my journey on change and transformation, doing groups, I wasn't into groups. I was deeply involved in politics on the yard.
For a long time, before I entered the program, before I started my rehabilitative journey, I didn't really care about myself, like the brother said.
So I decided to take Home After Harm.
The impact that this group has had on my life has been astronomical.
And it's also breaking down the racial barriers brick by brick. Like I'm not with none of that stuff no more.
This program has produced a person who has the ability to intellectually disarm someone. So when there's tension, the ability to sit there and break it down to a small degree for a person to understand and be like, man, it's really not that serious. The conflict is really not that serious. You could just walk away.
I'm here today to take accountability for my actions and to show the change and transformation that I've had in my life.
Well, Frederick, by far, I think Frederick by far took off. This is a man who used to operate a certain type of way, but after this, even him writing out his life story was a total difference. So now you see him just taking off, like people go to him, for guidance. People go to him as, cushion for emotional support.
There's a curriculum in the book called The Timeline. So once I did that timeline, it opened up so many doors for me because I was able to connect the dots from my childhood trauma, understanding how some of those things shaped my mentality and caused me to go out and harm other people and be okay with harming other people because of the trauma that had been put on me.
My grandmother passed away. I was sitting in prison with a life without parole sentence. And she was the only person that I had. And when she passed away, I felt that I have to be that person that she always wanted me to be.
I'm Sade El-Hawari. I'm a state assembly member representing South Central LA. And the reason I'm here is because in our office, we really want to focus on how we can impact the carceral system as we think about restorative justice overall. It's one of our core pillars in our office. And the way that we're going to do that is to really be grounded in understanding what it takes to really reform the system, what it takes to really make it a real impact and not just be in the halls of power disconnected from the real folks on the ground who are going through it.
I'm very proud and hopeful because coming into this job every day, you don't see all this positivity. So keep up the great work, gentlemen.
I have a heart for rehabilitation, even though I spent 28 years in law enforcement. But without hope, there's nothing.
Organizations like UnCommon Law are the ones that need our financial support, our moral support, our unconditional support.
It really goes to if you're not willing to do the work, because, the barriers as such is really, are you afraid to face yourself? Many of the times we run from ourselves. So really a lot of the barriers is if we're not really doing the work, sometimes that blocks us to even have success at the parole board.
Whatever happens, like positive or negative that day, like I'm already free mentally, and that's all that matters for me.
They see us, they recognize us, they appreciate what we do. Like some of them haven't got to this point yet, but they're working on it. And by us being able to be out there and pour into the guys the way that we do, eventually they'll be here too.